Viewers, no more fear of missing out. You can watch the news anytime, anywhere, on any device. All you have to do is open your browser, Google Republic Livestream and tap to watch the news. We are available on most OTT platforms, and if your platform of choice does not have Republic Livestream, you can ask them to reach out to us and we will make it available for you. Well, let's have a look at the top story that we have been tracking right now, and this is what we have told you and accessed on Republic. Republic has now accessed the full list of 19 MPs who have been suspended for the unruly behavior after they staged protest in the Rajya Sabha. Yesterday, 4 MPs were suspended also for the same, and 19 more have now been suspended today. But the protests continue, and now the opposition MPs have thrown papers at the Rajya Sabha chair. Ruckus in the Rajya Sabha, papers being thrown at the Rajya Sabha chair. This is in fact some of the scenes is playing out in Parliament, visuals of which you have right there on your screen of papers being thrown at the Rajya Sabha chair. In fact, this is coming just after 19 MPs were suspended from the Rajya Sabha for misconduct. The MPs were suspended from the upper house of Parliament for remaining part of the week after they reached the well of the house, protesting, demanding discussion on issues of inflation and GST rate hike. But on your screen, you can see how papers are being thrown at the Rajya Sabha chair. Ruckus playing out there in the Rajya Sabha as news comes in of these MPs also being suspended. We have got the full list of the MPs who have gone suspended. There are 19 of them from different parties: DMK, TRS, CPI, AITC as well. In fact, we also have people from the CPI as well and the CPIM as well. A huge list, including Dr. Kani Moi as well. I would like to go across to Gaurav Bhatia, who's joining me on the phone line. Mr. Bhatia, what we are seeing on the screens is papers being thrown at the Rajya Sabha chair. Ruckus on the floor of the house. What's your reaction coming in? Mr. Bhatia, can you hear me? All right, we're having some technical issue getting to Gaurav Bhatia. We will try to get him back here. But what you see on your screen, viewers, are papers right now being thrown at the Rajya Sabha chair. Unparliamentary opposition behavior in the Rajya Sabha. At the same time, we have told you that 19 MPs have now been suspended as well. We have a full list of those MPs across party lines who have been suspended. All right, Gaurav Bhatia is joining me back. Gaurav Bhatia of the BJP is joining us. Mr. Bhatia, we are seeing some scenes of how the Rajya Sabha chair is being abused by the opposition. Mr. Bhatia, what is your reaction coming in?
Any unruly member of parliament who does not understand the role he has to play inside the temple of democracy, the parliament, needs to be punished as per the rules of the house. And we are seeing how the opposition, which is directionless and without any constructive issue, is creating ruckus within the parliament and has indulged in complete anarchy. It does not behove well for the member of parliaments to hurl papers at the chair. And in the previous sessions, they went to the extent of standing on the desk, manhandling the marshals. It's an utter waste of taxpayers' money, which want to see constructive deliberation and discussion on the floor of the House.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Bhatia, for joining us. I'm also got a soundbite of Sushmita Dev. Let's listen in to what she said.
जो देश में सोच है उस सोच को एक जनप्रतिनिधि होने के नाते हमें सदन के अंदर उठाने का हक है। हम 267 के अंडर में चर्चा चाह रहे थे, पूरा सदन का बिजनेस सस्पेंड करके, पर ये दुख है कि सरकार ने और चेयर की तरफ से हमें महंगी जीएसटी पर बोलने का मौका नहीं दिया। हम बार बार मांगते रहे और हमारी इस मांग को चेयर ने ना ही खारिज कर दिया, हमें सस्पेंड भी कर दिया। हम चाहते हैं कि देश की जनता ये समझे कि 19 सांसदों को राज्यसभा से निलंबित किया गया पूरे हफ्ते के लिए, क्योंकि हमने महंगाई और जीएसटी पे चर्चा करना चाहिए। ऑपोजिशन का काम ही ये होता है कि देश हित में या जनता की जो पीड़ा है उसको लेकर बोलना, उसके लिए आज हम सस्पेंड हैं। जो देश में सोच है उस सोच को एक जनप्रतिनिधि होने के नाते हमें सदन के अंदर उठाने का हक है। हम 267 के अंडर में चर्चा चाह रहे थे, पूरा सदन का बिजनेस सस्पेंड करके, पर ये दुख है कि सरकार ने और चेयर की तरफ से हमें महंगाई पर और जीएसटी पर बोलने का मौका नहीं दिया। हम बार बार मांगते रहे और हमारी इस मांग को चेयर ने ना ही खारिज कर दिया, हमें सस्पेंड भी कर दिया। हम चाहते हैं कि देश की जनता ये समझे कि 19 सांसदों को राज्यसभा से निलंबित किया गया पूरे हफ्ते के लिए, क्योंकि हमने महंगाई और जीएसटी पे चर्चा करना चाहिए। ऑपोजिशन का काम ही ये होता है कि देश हित में या जनता की जो पीड़ा है उसको लेकर बोलना, उसके लिए आज हम सस्पेंड हैं।
All right, we just heard Sushmita Dev. She's a suspended TMC MP. I would want to go across to Manojit Mandal, TMC spokesperson, joining me on the phone line. Mr. Mandal, this is unruly behavior we're seeing right now. We can see visuals on the screen of how papers were thrown at the chair. And many of your MPs have been suspended as well. What is the reaction coming in?
What is the unruly behavior? If the government doesn't listen to us, if the government is scared to the parliament, the government is scared of the people, I mean, you are calling it unruly behavior. What is the problem of this government in discussing people's issue? Price rise, GST, and what not? What is the problem of this government? You know, the parliament, what is the role of the parliament? The role of the parliament is to represent people and people's issue. And look, this government is scared. And suspension, I think we knew that this would happen, because suspension now has become a potent tool on the part of the government machinery to actually scuttle the voice of the people. They're continuously, crushing the voice of the people by suspending. If you have got the power to suspend, you cannot suspend. Who benefits by suspending the MPs, opposition MPs? It is the government. Who benefits by disrupting the parliament? It is the government. Because the government doesn't need to answer to the people. I think it is amply clear in every session of the parliament, government is trying to disrupt and to suspend the MPs so that the discussions are not held in the parliament. I think our leader in the opposition, leader of the Rajya Sabha, Mr. Derek O'Brien, had an extensive press conference, a little while back on this particular issue. Government is deeply scared of the people before 2024, and now the most unfortunate part of the story is that suspension has become a kind of routine weapon for the government to crush the voice of the people and the voice of the opposition.
Right. Okay. All right. Thank you, Manojit Mandal of the TMC. I also want to go across to Tom Vadakan, who's joining me on the phone line. Even after a circular by the Rajya Sabha said that demonstration, protest, dharna